Hi, this is Sue Painter, and I'm talking travel. I got an email request from somebody I didn't know, and she was asking about ideas for a family of five adults to go to Italy for about 2 weeks and also to go to another nearby country for about a week, making it about a 3 week trip overall. And she wanted to know what suggestions did I have. This is the kind of question that travel agents get often, but in order to answer it, we really need to know a lot more information. And most travel agents will charge a planning fee because that is what is called a fit or flexible independent travel. So you'll be setting up flights and you'll be setting up hotels, and it's not something that you can easily package together unless you go to a tour operator. So you're going to have to charge a planning fee because you're probably going to have about 6 or 7 hours of research time trying to work with a tour operator and seeing if someone can bundle what they want and get them a better price than what they would get if they just went and bought it on the open market. So there is a lot of research for that kind of individualized trip that is that lengthy, that is international, that covers 4 different cities in one country and one city in another country. That's a big trip. But more to the point, most of the time, I'm not able to answer those questions without knowing a lot more information. When do they want to go? Do they want to go over spring break? Do they want to go next summer when Europe is typically more expensive and crowded? Do they want to go over Christmas? Do they want to fly first class or basic economy? Do they want to stay in five-star hotels, or do they want to stay in something that's like a youth hostel kind of place? What do they want to do? Do they want to mostly sightsee? Do they want time to just be able to enjoy a fine hotel and the spa? Do they want to be at the beach? Do they want to have a private car and drive to all of these different countries by them, or cities within the country by themselves? Or do they want a private car and driver to take them around? You can set up travel in an absolutely infinite variety of ways. You can join a tour, you can do private with a private driver, you can do self drive where you have a rental car and you drive all those places yourself. You can bundle hotels with a tour operator and probably get a better deal than if you try to go online and book all of those things individually yourself. So there's a lot of questions to be asked before I can really give information. So sometimes you get asked questions that you don't really have enough information to be able to give anything that is much of value. Now, I can suggest to her, I need to know how many rooms with 5 adults. That could be 2 rooms, one a triple and one a double. It could be that every adult wants their own individual room. It could be that there's 2 adults in one room, 2 adults in another room, and the fifth adult in a third room. So I wouldn't have enough information to be able to give suggestions. But it's always fun to see people reach out and see what it is that they're thinking about doing and what it is that they want to gain from that trip. Is it a family reunion type of thing? Do they want to take cooking classes because they're going to be in Europe? Do they want to do photography along the side of the road? And so they rather drive themselves so they can stop anytime they want, or have a private driver who will stop and do whatever they want. Do they want it to be guided, or do they want to set out by themselves and read a guidebook and have an app on their phone and figure out where to go every day and how to get there? So there's an infinite number of questions. And that's why travel agents want to meet with you and look at you, see your face, see your affect, see your personality, see what kind of trip it is that you really have in your mind that will make you feel happy and satisfied when you get home. Because we're versed in happy and satisfied. That's what we really want for you to have. And we know that there's 2 dozen different ways that we could build that trip depending on what it is you're interested in. Now, I have another couple that is totally different. They want to go to Spain and they mostly want to focus on Barcelona, but they are an older couple and the guy of the couple doesn't really walk very well. So while they say they want to see Barcelona, I know that that means that they really are going to have to do most of it with a private car and driver who can perhaps let them out right up close to the door of places that they want to see in Barcelona. Let them tour around, stand around, look at it a little bit, maybe half an hour, because that's about all he can do. And then they're going to have that driver be right there to pick them up, because Barcelona is a walking city and it's trafficy. And so it's going to be hard. They would not be able to rent a car and drive themselves, because by the time they found parking, they would be too far away from what it is they want to see for this guy to be able to enjoy it. So really the whole thing is travel is very individual. It's based on how you are physically, what it is that you're interested in. I have couples who want to go see every church in Rome. I have other couples who don't want to see a single church in Rome, but they want to go for the food. I have others who want to go see gardens in England and they don't care anything about the historical sites. It's just infinite, and that's the thing that's wonderful about travel. You can make it um, fit whatever you really have in your heart to see. So those are the kind of questions that a travel agent is going to ask, and I would be wary of travel agents who lead off with, "Oh, you want to go to Europe for 3 weeks and you want to go to 4 cities in one country and one city in another country. I have just the tour for you," because chances are they're just vested in pushing that one particular tour operator. And that's probably not going to be, it's going to be hard to find a tour operator who's going to fit that particular request for a trip. So at any rate, it can be done in a lot of different ways. And you're going to have to really let that travel agent, whether it's me or someone else, really get to know you. And you're going to have to realize that they're going to spend hours and hours researching, and that's going to happen before they even think about booking any kind of reservations for you at all. So that's why people charge a travel fee if it's a large trip, and it's a flexible fit trip, flexible independent travel. So that's a little bit of a travel agent tip for today. This is Sue Painter. If you are interested in booking Europe for any time in 2022, I really do encourage you to hop on it now. Europe is going to be a crowded place next year as it continues to open up. I know that many of the river cruise lines, they are already having fully booked ships. And I know that some hotels in the bigger cities are already also getting fully booked up. I would avoid Europe in the summer. It's never a good time to go to Europe in the summer anyway, because it's crowded. And in August, all of Europe is on vacation. So that adds to the pile. Think about April, May, or September, October, or even November, depending on where in Europe you're talking about going, and you'll get less crowds, better rates, and have a much more enjoyable trip. So this is Sue with TravelChangesLife.com. Let me know if I can help you plan a dream trip. Bye-bye.